Thank you for stopping by. Please be sure to give us a like and subscribe. Have you ever wondered how Richard Branson became so wealthy? Well, the story of Richard Branson is not one of overnight riches. It's a tale of relentless optimism, daring risks, and a never-dying entrepreneurial spirit. Born in Blackheath, London in 1950, Branson's journey into the world of business began at the tender age of 16. A dyslexic and a poor academic performer, he found his calling not in the traditional confines of a classroom, but in the bustling, unpredictable world of commerce. His first venture was Student, a magazine aimed at young people. With nothing more than a few bucks, a phone booth for an office, and an unyielding will, he managed to attract thousands of readers and substantial advertising revenue. The magazine was a hit, but it was just the beginning. Always the innovator, Branson soon embarked on his next adventure. This time he was selling records out of the trunk of his car. It was the late 60s, and the music industry was booming. Spotting an opportunity, Branson launched a mail-order record business, selling popular music albums at reduced prices. His entrepreneurial spirit shone through, and before long, he had built up a loyal customer base. But what set Branson apart was not just his knack for business, it was his willingness to take risks, to venture into uncharted territories, to try and fail and try again. His early ventures were not always successful, but every setback, every failure, only seemed to fuel his determination to succeed. Branson's early years were marked by a tireless work ethic, an unquenchable thirst for success, and a propensity for risk-taking. These characteristics would become the bedrock of his future business empire, laying the foundations for the man who would one day become a billionaire. And thus began the journey of a young entrepreneur ready to take on the world. It was in the 1970s that Richard Branson really started to make his mark. This was a decade of change, a decade of innovation. And right at the heart of it was Richard Branson, a young entrepreneur with a vision. In 1970, Branson launched Virgin Records. It was not your typical record label. Branson's vision was to create a platform that would give voice to the unconventional, the unorthodox, the undiscovered. He sought out the talent that others overlooked. He took risks on artists that no one else would, and it paid off. One of the first bands Branson signed was Mike Oldfield, a then unknown artist whose album, Tubular Bells, became Virgin Records' first release. It was a daring move, but one that paid off handsomely. Tubular Bells was a huge success, selling millions of copies worldwide, and cementing Virgin Records' reputation as a label that dared to be different. Branson's knack for finding talent was not his only strength. He was also an innovator in business. He understood that to succeed, he needed to do more than just sell records. So he opened Virgin Megastores, where people could not only buy music, but also immerse themselves in the culture of the artists they loved. Branson knew that the key to success was not to follow the crowd, but to create his own path. He was not afraid to take risks, to push boundaries, to challenge the status quo. And his approach worked. Virgin Records quickly became a household name, known for its daring and innovative approach to music. But Virgin Records was more than just a successful company. It was the embodiment of Branson's entrepreneurial spirit. It was the start of an empire, a brand that would come to represent innovation, risk-taking, and above all, a refusal to accept the ordinary. With Virgin Records, Branson had created not just a successful company, but a brand that would become synonymous with his entrepreneurial spirit. As the 1980s rolled around, Branson was ready to conquer new horizons, and conquer he did, with the launch of Virgin Atlantic in 1984. Not content to rest on his laurels in the music industry, Branson boldly ventured into the world of aviation. It was a David versus Goliath scenario, with Virgin Atlantic taking on the established giants of the industry. But Branson wasn't just looking to compete, he was out to disrupt. He sought to redefine air travel, focusing on customer service and in-flight amenities. Virgin Atlantic's upper-class suite, with its fully flat beds, stand-up bar, and in-flight massages, set a new standard for luxury air travel. Yet Branson's expanding empire didn't stop at the skies. Virgin Trains, introduced in 1997, sought to revolutionize rail travel in the United Kingdom. Again, his focus was on enhancing the passenger experience, with modern trains, improved customer service, and competitive pricing. By the time the new millennium rolled in, Branson was already eyeing the telecommunications sector. In the year 2000, Virgin Mobile was born. This venture marked a significant shift from capital-intensive industries like airlines and trains to a business model based on branding and customer service. Virgin Mobile quickly became a major player in the UK mobile industry, offering competitive pricing and a focus on customer satisfaction. Branson's strategy was clear: enter established industries, shake things up, and offer consumers a refreshing alternative. He didn't just build businesses, he built brands that stood for quality, innovation, and customer service. He wasn't afraid to take on the big players, and his willingness to disrupt the status quo made him a game changer in every industry he entered. In each industry he entered, Branson brought a fresh perspective and a commitment to customer service. His story is a testament to the power of boldness, innovation, and an unwavering focus on the customer. It's a blueprint that continues to inspire entrepreneurs around the globe. By the 1990s, Richard Branson was not just a successful entrepreneur, but a billionaire. His wealth, however, was not his defining feature. His approach to leadership, his fervor for innovation, and his unwavering focus on customer service were the real drivers behind his success. Branson's wealth was, of course, impressive, but it was his management style that truly set him apart. Unlike many of his contemporaries, he didn't believe in a top-down approach. Instead, he fostered a culture of inclusivity, encouraging employees at all levels to share their ideas and contribute to the company's vision. His leadership was not about control, but about inspiration. He pushed people to challenge the status quo and think outside the box. He was a firm believer in the notion that every employee, irrespective of their position, could bring something unique to the table, something that could potentially revolutionize the business. But it wasn't just his approach to leadership that made Branson unique. He was also relentless in his pursuit of innovation. He was never content with just doing things the way they had always been done. He was always looking for new ways to do things better, to improve, to innovate. He believed that in a rapidly changing world, businesses must adapt or perish. And then there was his focus on customer service. Branson knew that at the end of the day, it was the customers who were the lifeblood of any business. He understood that no matter how innovative or well-managed a company was, it would fail without satisfied customers. So, he made customer satisfaction a priority, always striving to exceed expectations and deliver an unforgettable experience. But perhaps the most remarkable thing about Branson was that despite his immense wealth, he never lost sight of what truly mattered. He remained committed to his original vision of creating companies that were different, innovative, and customer-focused. He never allowed his success to cloud his judgment or compromise his values. Despite his immense wealth, Branson remained committed to his original vision of creating companies that were different, innovative, and customer-focused. A testament to his unwavering dedication to his principles and a lesson for all aspiring entrepreneurs. So what can we learn from Richard Branson's journey to wealth and success? Branson's story is a potent testament to some fundamental principles of entrepreneurship. His journey encapsulates the essence of innovation, risk-taking, and exceptional customer service. These strategies, while not exclusive to Branson, have been instrumental in his rise to the top, and they can be equally effective in other business contexts. Branson's willingness to take risks is arguably his defining trait. He's not one to shy away from a challenge, and he certainly doesn't fear failure. It's this daring spirit that led to the creation of Virgin Atlantic, a direct challenge to established airline companies. This audacious move, despite its many risks, paid off handsomely. It's a powerful reminder that in business, as in life, fortune often favors the bold. Next, we have innovation, a core value that permeates every venture Branson undertakes. From the onset, Branson has been focused on shaking up industries, on doing things differently. Virgin Records, for instance, broke the mold of traditional record stores, offering a fresh, engaging experience that revolutionized the industry. The message here is clear. Innovation is not just about creating new products, it's about redefining the way things are done. Finally, Branson's commitment to customer service is legendary. He understands that a business's greatest asset is its customers, and he's built his empire on this principle. Whether it's his staff offering a helping hand or his attention to customer feedback, Branson's approach to customer service is about making people feel valued. It's a strategy that breeds loyalty and trust, two ingredients that are indispensable to long-term success. In a nutshell, Branson's journey teaches us to embrace risk, to champion innovation, and to always put the customer first. These strategies, while not always easy to execute, are attainable for anyone with the grit and determination to see them through. With these strategies in mind, perhaps one day you too could become a billionaire like Richard Branson. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to give us a like, hit the subscribe button, and turn on notifications to be notified of new video releases every week. Thank you, friends. Be well, be happy, and be wealthy. Cheers.